everyone, Riniverse here, and welcome to another episode of Genshin Impact. In the previous episode, we went to Wolfendom, met Razor, conflicts happened, and battled against the Guardian of the Land, which is Boreas. I don't know if I said that right. I did not expect Razor to sound like he did, but I still liked it anyway. The design of Boreas is really cool. I liked his first form, then his second form. Regarding towards the Legend of the Dark Knight hero, I already did the quest. I did record at least 49 minutes of the story content, but it got corrupted and is unusable. Basically, it is about the Abyss Order messing around Mondstadt. Diluc is the Dark Knight hero and battled them for peace. Still hating the Knights of Favonius, Kaeya was there, went to the Abyss Order's stronghold, and unfortunately, you guys missed the epic fighting scenes of Diluc battling against the Abyss Order. It is a shame that the recording got corrupted, but there is nothing that I can do. In this episode, we are going to Dragonspine and do the quest revolving around Albedo and Sucrose. I don't know if I said that right, I'm sorry. I love her. I did accidentally start this quest already because it immediately started after an update about a few months ago when Albedo came out, I think, and it's been stuck in my list ever since. It's just basically Sucrose asking us to find Albedo but met Rosaria along the way. So let's get this quest started and see what it will entail. Right now, the quest wants us to use the elemental site to follow Albedo's tracks. So we're going to the nearest waypoint, which is here, and let's see if we find Albedo. I did accidentally find his alchemy camp. I marked it on my map just in case. Sorry if it lags a bit. It kind of happens. Finding Albedo will be tricky. I wonder what he's like. I've heard the voice actor's voice of Albedo before with Zach Aguilar's live streams. He's a really funny guy. I like him a lot. Oh, use your elemental site to follow Albedo's tracks. I know! That's what I'm doing! I wonder what he's doing and where he is. Okay, going down. Okay, sure. Where are you? Ignore. Reach the place where Albedo is? Oh, you're there! Hi! Are you painting? I didn't know you paint.
Is that Albedo?
Oh, Rosaria's there.
Around a place like this?
Are you nice? I don't remember. I don't remember if Rosaria's nice.
The word on the street is he loves painting.
Oh.
He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape.
I thought he's an alchemist, but I guess he's a painter?
The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
Really? In this cold, vast land?
But can't he see those hilichurls? Isn't he in danger?
Uh-oh. They saw us.
Looks like we startled them.
Leave me alone.
Let's take them out of the picture first.
Ah, it's lagging. Because of the cold. And this is why I don't like Dragonspine. Speak with Albedo. Hello?
Who are you? Why did you alarm them?
We didn't mean to.
Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilichurls unfinished.
You were painting hilichurls? I thought you were painting a landscape. I thought you were painting a landscape.
What's up with painting hilichurls? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Very avant-garde? Nice drawing, though it's only one thing colored. Very avant-garde?
Wow, look at the detail. But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
Is that because of us?
You can find these hilichurls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here.
Still don't get it.
In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses. Something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina.
My brain hurty.
We found your man. I'm headed back.
Are you nice? Again, I can't remember.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey!
I wonder what's up with her.
What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
Yep.
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
Ah, that's how you say her name. Sucrose.
I see. So
Sucrose.
Sucrose sent you here.
Yeah.
Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking.
Nice to meet you. I actually quite like you.
I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things.
Good things or bad things?
I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct?
Correct. You are worthy of your scholarly reputation. Correct.
Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously.
Your research? I'm not sure I understand. Your research?
Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
Nah, that doesn't ring a bell.
Whoa. You want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening
Oh.
life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
Aww. Wow, that's cool.
You can do that?
Alchemy really is miraculous. Alchemy really is useful. No, it's miraculous.
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results.
Aww.
It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
How can I help?
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
We will never know if we don't try, Paimon.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
So I'm an object of research?
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
What's in it for me? Is there any danger?
It's possible. But I will do everything in my control to ensure your safety.
Okay.
Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Oh. Hello? Rosaria? What are you doing?
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off.
Oh, this looks suspicious.
Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Oh, so you're an ally, but you're not sure of us, I'm guessing. You're assessing us if we're good or bad. Is that what it is? Quest complete! Head to the test site, and it's cold. Where's the test site? Oh, I'm just gonna fly there. Cause my cold meter is so high. Yikes. Let's go. You know, I haven't gotten all the chests in this area. Out of all, like, the areas in the Mondstadt and Liyue, like, places, this place is the only place that's like not in the 80s and 90s. Hello, we're here.
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know. But I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible. Still a little difficult to understand?
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Doesn't seem like you understood. That's what I want to know. It doesn't seem you understood.
Well, If it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Aw, thank you.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
You sure know how to keep Paimon on board. You've seen through Paimon's ulterior motives. You sure know how to keep Paimon on board.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person.
Who, me?
How you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard. Firstly,
Huh?
do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature.
Not that I'm aware of.
Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
What a stupid question. Can't you see the gap between us?
Not really.
And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you.
I met Paimon on my travels. I caught Paimon with a fishing rod. I would like to say that.
Oh, that rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10
Oh,
meters
no.
thick, or cause the waterfall south of Springfield to flow backwards.
Paimon, are you okay? You don't look so good.
No, that definitely can't be it.
Paimon, do you have like secret powers that I don't know?
Hey, how would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in their research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answers. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge,
Ah!
we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
No! No.
Slimes. Slimes are fine.
I don't follow. This seems like a hassle as long as I'm not being baited around by Hydra mimics. I don't want 6 orkin whatever it is.
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
Well, here goes nothing. Oh boy.
Windblade.
Keep back!
Hey,
We done? No, we're not. Oh, come on.
nice and spicy.
Almost there, almost there. I think. Unless it's more. No. Okay, sure. I'm gone you now.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary?
Not that I can think of.
If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready.
Not a scratch, just a bit cold.
Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal? Are you gonna hook me up with machines or something?
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Will it make my stomach swirl? Will it crystallize my stomach? Crystallize?
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
Well, I hope you know what you're doing.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations.
That That's
Try not to
not
worry.
hugely reassuring, Albedo.
Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign.
This is like a health checkup.
Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining.
Let's give it a try.
Let's keep our eyes open.
Alrighty, follow the road, search for Star Silver Catalyst. Which road? This road? Yes, sirree.
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes.
Oh no, I don't want to battle you. Please don't, please. Just leave me alone.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck.
Okay, head
This
to
should
the
be enough.
campsite,
My campsite
which
is just
I
up
already
ahead. I'll lead
found
the way.
accidentally. I wonder if Albedo has a house, because I can't imagine you sleep and live here. Yeah, I already found this ages ago. It looks pretty cool, and hello, there's someone there.
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction.
Alright,
While we are waiting, have a look over here.
over where? Oh, that thing. The one that's... Oh, no, not that one. It's this one. Oh, hello.
My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
I thought you're just some random guy, but you're actually important.
Hello!
Ugh,
I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
I did not expect that, but wow. Okay.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I can't read that. It's so blurry.
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes.
Rational? I would have thought even Paimon and I were more closely related. I thought we're related.
Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements.
So am I a slime?
Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregisvine, or even a whopper flower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that she did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world. Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time.
These guys have a nice relationship.
Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great, I'll leave you to it.
Oh,
Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you.
are you gonna be okay?
In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times. And breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
If I die, well, this is the end of the Let's Play. Ha ha ha!
I've
Albedo.
just tried some. It's in line with my expectations. Remember to keep calm at all times. And breathe deeply if you feel unwell. I'll be noting down all observable results and data points.
Okay, Timaeus.
Doesn't sound very rigorous. Surely there's another approach.
You're still thinking in that corner. If I die, it's nice knowing you. Drink the potion. Open inventory to drink it. Where is it? Where is thy drink? It's here. Experimental potion. A potion that Albedo made using alchemy. Despite its unusual color, Albedo insists that the potion will work just as expected. Drinking it should not cause any adverse side effects. Down the hatch! Talk to Albedo and hear his conclusions. Oh god, why am I on fire? Why am I on fire?
You've got a funny look on your face.
It's burning a bit. You drank this? It's burning.
You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What's happened to her?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig.
Out of consideration for the test subject, what about the risk to you?
Perhaps it's just scholarly self-assurance, and it certainly speeds things up. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety.
I feel like you're referring to something in particular.
The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted.
Oh, this music is
The
nice.
essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a Pyroregisfine or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it clearly enough?
Still seems like there's another layer of meaning to your words. I think I'm getting it.
To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear.
Yay!
Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. You gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise
Aw.
of me. But starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit. Mr. Albedo, say something.
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to prepare something. Wait one moment.
Like what?
If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
What are you doing, Albedo? Observe the installations in the camp. What installations? Oh, observe record board. A board with some incomprehensible experimental reports stuck onto it. Still, you can't tell that progress is being made on those experiments. Okay, is that one? Yes, it is. Timaeus? Anything new?
Elemental life form from another world. As soon as we have strong evidence, this may end up subverting a lot of alchemical theories. Albedo's research will see huge progress.
Okay, you're not one of them. Observe table. Looks like an alchemy work table. Some potions and other apparatus are laid out here. Are these what Albedo uses to investigate the world? It wouldn't hurt to touch it, would it? I wouldn't. That's two. I feel like the last one is his painting, but there's nothing. Oh, it's a shelf, not the painting. A shelf packed with books and potions. Looks like the owner has a habit of reading and researching potions simultaneously. Fair.
Here comes Albedo.
Oh.
Let's go see him.
Talk to the returning Albedo.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting?
Your things aren't very organized. Couldn't make heads or tails of anything.
Not to worry. They're all for alchemical purposes. You'd be hard-pressed to find an everyday use for them. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements. But worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side. Do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world?
Elemental side, is that one? Or transferring between different elements?
I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment.
Am I battling slimes again? I drink my fill, thanks. Am I drinking or battling? Maybe battling.
No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
Are you sure? Sorry, I just can't do it. Paimon, you give it a shot. Paimon, do it. Go.
You think Paimon knows how to do that stuff?
That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation.
Sure you're not peckish? Alchemists certainly have active imaginations.
I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Yay! I like new recipes.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. It does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves.
I'll save you a fin or two. I know what you're getting at. I'll save you a fin or two.
Good buddies are always on the same page.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem.
Yeah, because Paimon eats a
Gonna
lot.
channel elemental power into the food. Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does it get these ideas from anyway?
I don't know, to be honest.
Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
Yes, the old-fashioned way, where I learn the food and then cook the food. Oh, I got an achievement. Oh, great. It's a defense, which I really need. Why? Because I don't have much defense food. I have a lot of attacking and stamina, but I don't have much defense. Thank you so much. Sunshine Sprat increases all party's members' shield strength by 20 to 30% for 300 seconds. Let's cook manually. Doing perfect. Here you are. Here's the Sunshine Sprat.
That was fast. Looking forward to testing the results.
Sure. Testing. Right. I'm gonna give you a Sunshine Sprat.
An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. Unless... could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Aww.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
Not often that Paimon gets this much attention. You're Paimon's new favorite.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway.
Hey!
Aww.
A second ago. But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you.
Jeez, Paimon. Are you angry or are you happy? Make up your mind.
And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment.
Is that a touchy subject?
There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past.
Is that the elemental site?
I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look.
There should be some elemental traces on the lost items.
Oh yeah! You could use elemental sight!
Alright, we're gonna look for stuff. Hello. What am I? Oh. Hey, I'm in a mark.
The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be animo elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it.
And now we're going for
All in
Electro.
one piece. Good thing the vial's so strong.
Before I find the other one, hello, what do you have to say?
An interesting term. Compelling. See what you can find. I'll be over here.
Okay, wait. Ah, found it!
This must be electrohypostasis powder.
We've gotten them all. So, hello, we're back. Here's your stuff.
Goodness. You managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks. I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
Yep.
Yep. Guess it does sort of count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
Aw.
You mean we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning.
How do I get off this train? No, I want to keep going. I'm with you to the end.
In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing?
No?
And if you jump from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then?
No.
So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then could you see her?
No, that sounds like we're still on the superpower test.
Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
Okay, where are we going? We're going up. Head to the location of the next experiment. I can say words, not... Oh, there's no waypoint there. Oh well. Okay, let's walk. Have fun, Timaeus, on your little experiment. Oh my god, I'm going all the way up there. Please ignore me. Please ignore me. Please, 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 please ignore me. It's getting cold. It's getting cold. It's getting cold. Where am I going? Somewhere high, apparently. Albedo, how did you get up here out of curiosity? Hello?
You want us to jump from up here?
Without wings or with wings?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is.
That's not reassuring. We'd better have a better method. That's not very reassuring.
Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake.
That lake.
I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research.
This is actually less stressful than the superpower pod. My kind of experiment. It's less stressful.
Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the results.
Okay.
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Oh no.
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing, emotional support.
Oh no.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Don't mind me. Just swimming. Talk to Albedo and hear his conclusions. Where? Oh, here. I'm so cold.
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
Thank you.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat.
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway, if it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects. The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
You're going into your thesis.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting.
What else have you researched this thoroughly?
I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended.
I'm not much of a person to be offended, so I'm keeping my eyes open.
Gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly turtles? Because you got to see something new and interesting in the differences between them?
Oh.
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like some basic draft of a sketch?
I hope not. I like you. Please don't ignore us.
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime.
Oh, thank you. I like our friendship.
Now, before we head back to the campsite, There's one more experiment. Intelligence.
I'm not smart.
Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
Quest completed! We're going to ruins, apparently. Head to the location for a test. Where? Oh, there. Let's just start here and then we'll fly to said location. Leo! This might take a while. Also, this is not nearby Albedo. It's pretty ways back. Oh, I've been here before. I got the chest from here. Hello! We're here!
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels.
Not really.
I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test.
Wouldn't a written test suffice? No problem.
I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe.
I'm getting good at these. Where there is a will, there's a way.
Remember that this is a test of intellect. So should you get lucky in any way, that won't be factored in as part of the test. So, let's see you in action. Start wherever you like.
Oh, let's see if I am smart enough to solve this mechanism. Oh, there's one here. Oh, there is a fudge.
It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
Oh no. What's this one then? What are you? Oh, that was easy. I'm sure it's not gonna be that easy. Oh, there is a Sally here. That is one Sally. I think that's how you say its name. My lord and savior of this land.
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains.
Oh no.
Returning
Leave
back
me
to their
alone.
rightful places
Go
is up to
away.
you.
Go away!
Get back!
Where is other one? There should be another one because there are 2. Oh, there you are. I'm almost there. Here we are. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Leave it alone. No. Go away. Shoo. Shoo. I don't like you. Go. Shoo. Go. In. Go. Yes. Finally. Return
It
to
should
the
now be
center
possible
and
to
activate the
central
device.
mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out.
No. Ignore me.
Explaining things is Paimon's job.
Okay, please don't hurt me too much. Oh, the water died down.
Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see
Hello?
what's in the water now. Let's have a look.
Any chest around here? No. Just some writing. Okay. What does that mean?
What's this?
Unfamiliar patterns. I feel like I've seen these before. I've seen them before.
To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Oh, okay. See you soon. I take it I passed the intelligent test. I take it I passed?
Paimon's kinda looking forward to seeing the results of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
You're so suspicious of us.
You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to.
Uh-oh. You don't like us, huh?
I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor.
What do you mean? He has ulterior motives? What do you mean?
Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking anonymous potions? Participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps you were colluding from the beginning.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
I don't think he's a bad person. I was just helping him with his research. I don't think he's a bad person.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
Oh no, are we battling her?
So, what are you gonna do?
I never battled against a character before. You came here to be sure, so you must have your ways of assuring yourself.
I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat.
Yay! I didn't want to battle a character.
Which is what I was hoping.
Oh.
I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Sorry?
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
But I like Albedo.
She's gone. So stubborn.
Is that why he's in the mountains? Is it because of her? If so, then I feel bad. I feel so sorry for Albedo.
Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that.
Maybe she just lacks security. Maybe she's just sensitive. Maybe she lacks security?
Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo.
Return to the campsite and hear Albedo's conclusions. Is the story of him like because of that girl Rosaria that he's just living in the mountains all alone? If so, then I feel so sorry. I like Albedo. I don't care what she says. I'm back. Hi, Timaeus. What you doing?
Sorry, there's been a lot of issues with the research. Many of the inferences I collated just don't tally with the data from the experiments. On the other hand, some of the conclusions that Albedo derived from his own intuition have been borne out by the facts. I'm just glad that we've seen some progress, so, no reason to be dejected. Albedo said I did a good job.
Aw, yay!
If you want to hear the results in detail, you'd be better talking to him. I've got work to do.
Okay, I'm glad that I could help. Hi!
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back?
Should I be honest or lie? I feel like honesty is the best policy, and when you have a friendship, you shouldn't lie. Therefore, quite literally, by a sister no less?
I wouldn't worry. She's just doing her job. Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
That's it? Is that all?
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted.
At least we get to spend the day with Albedo.
Have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders?
Perhaps? Only the gods would know. I haven't met everyone, so maybe?
I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Tevat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom.
You know, I haven't even seen this seed of yours, so where is it?
But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Ooh, that's pretty. Is that the seed?
It looks like something's appearing.
Whoa. What is that? Oh, it's kind of like a lotus flower. What is it?
the transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself?
Aww.
It was beautiful. It was so short-lived. Aww.
It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement.
Paimon thought with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Well, I haven't with it just yet. I wonder how my brother is. These options are so sad. Oh my god. I haven't with it just yet.
Huh? Things feel a little heavy right now.
Yeah, it is.
Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you.
Yay!
Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Same here!
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt.
You're lonely? I'll be your friend. Even Paimon will be your friend. Now you have 2 people who are friends with you.
Your help
Maybe
inspired
3
me to
or
discover
4.
the means to make a flower bloom.
So I'm a helpful specimen?
I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again?
Sure! Even if you just want some company, find me anytime.
Well, glad I can count on you.
Aww.
I made a point throughout of telling her how ordinary the results were.
Oh.
But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean?
Uh-oh. That's a lore, I'm guessing, for the Archon quest? And if so, oh my god, what is happening to me? Who am I? Uh-oh.
Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined.
Aw.
If, one day, I lose control,
Oh my god.
destroy Mondstadt, destroy everything.
Is that the reason why you're out here? I thought it's because of Rosaria. But is it because you have a quote-unquote demon inside you? Oh no. Why is this like foreshadowing the future?
Can I rely on you to stop me?
Stop you? I'll save you! I wanna help you! I wanna save you, ultimately. Oh! Traveler Observation Report. Quest completed! Woo! We completed Albedo's quest! The ending made my heart ache and melt at the same time! Albedo! Please don't, die or be evil. I really like you, despite what Rosaria has said. That is it for this episode. I hope that y'all enjoyed. It sucks that you guys didn't see Sucrose. She's really sweet and she's kind of like my personality. She's like really shy and adorable and precious. I love her. But the update says otherwise, and yeah, here we are today. I'll show you a photo of her. It's her in her majestic form. We basically did experiments from physical to elemental to intelligence. The results were that we're normal, despite what Paimon is dreading how she wanted us to be like abnormal. But we're normal as it can be. Well, except the ending, how apparently there's something in the bottle that's like not normal. It's like very minuscule, but still there. We're apparently the same, Albedo and I. And he's like, should I like lose control over Mondstadt? Will we stop him? We won't be stopping him, we'll be saving him. If we end up killing him, I'll be like, game, why are you doing this to me? I don't want any of these characters to die yet. I haven't met most of them, so I haven't done my conclusions on each character. But so far, I love them a lot. To the ones that I've already met, please don't die. I love our friendship. I love our friendship so much. Next episode will probably either me going to Liyue or doing the world quest. I hope you like Albedo's story. I really enjoyed it. I get to spend a day with him, which is awesome. I really love Albedo. Even Paimon likes him too. Enough about me rambling. Thank you all so much for watching. Please give this video a like and a favorite and subscribe already to join in our adventures, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, this is Rin signing out, and I hope you have a nice day. Until then, bye everyone and take care.